Welcome to the Club DNA software demo. The purpose of this demo is to give you a sneak peek of what this software is and how it can benefit both you and your club. When you're looking at the DNA software, think of it as a repository of data that all key stakeholders of the club can access anytime, anywhere, as long as you have internet access. So with that, let's get started. The CMAA Club demo. When you log into your club in Club DNA, this is the page that you're going to see. You'll see your club outlined here. You can clearly zoom in, zoom out, and the buildings that come along with your club. So today we're going to look at the phase one. There's 3 phases of the Club DNA program. Phase 1 is something that we at CMAA do for you in the Club DNA team. You'll get a checklist from us. It really outlines exactly what we need. And in that checklist, basically we're asking for a few pictures of your facility from the outside, where your key things from water shutoffs, gas shutoffs, electrical panels, things from the outside of the building that a first responder or a second responder that need to come to your club in case there's a disaster or an emergency would need to know. So with that, let's take a look at that. This is part of phase 1. It's a satellite image of your facility, which we create and build on our own without any information from you. Here at the bottom, you'll see a key at the bottom. When we first start this, there aren't any logos at the bottom: air conditioners, AEDs, dumpsters, hydrants, gas shutoffs, pictures, transformers, water shutoff, other photos. You can shut everything off, or if you just wanted to see where the fire hydrants were, very easy to use from customized to your needs and who the audience is. So as part of our checklist, we'll ask for some photos. And then with those photos, we sit there on the phone. It takes about a half hour with you once you are able to complete the checklist, which would take somebody at your facility anywhere from half of a day to finish to just depending on the time that they have available to do it. A few photos and understanding and knowing where the water, gas, electrical panels are on the outside of the buildings. So with the photos, we'll give you kind of an idea. This happens to be a club that's on the beach, and you can do a photo that's just one photo, or you can do it as a picture, which allows you to provide multiple photos as well as upload different things, whether it's documentation, a link, any type of paperwork, Excel spreadsheets. You could add to these photos as well. And I'll go in and explain as part of phase 2. So phase 1, we want to know where your water shutoff valve is. And how this works is when you finish that checklist, we're going to come and add, we'll just use, for example, an air conditioner. If I wanted to drop an air conditioner or an AED or a water shutoff valve or any of that, on our call with you, we walk you through that. So we finish phase 1 with you. It takes about 30 minutes, as I said earlier, to maybe an hour of your time because you usually have a lot of questions. And we populate all that data and all that information all in one spot. And I'm going to keep this on the site detail and get rid of that. So your fire hydrants, gas shutoff, etc., all in one spot. On the left-hand side, I wanted to show you some of the basic information that we will be providing you as we go throughout the first 90 days of the program as we build this out for you. Building information, floor information, resources, incident logistics, staff list, service providers, your insurance information, property library. All this information you're able to private label yourself. It's all customizable. So as part of phase 1, we just talk about that, and we ask you, for example, we'll ask you for a staff list so that we can input that for you. We're looking for your key staff members. We're not looking for your entire staff list. And then we'll ask for your top 10, top 20 service providers that your key staff members need to have access to. We put that in one spot for you. Your insurance information. This is something that I have found as I've traveled, just having your insurance information in one spot in case you're bored, your attorney, somebody at your facility needs access to your insurance information, and you're able to provide that. The claims, any claim forms, what's the toll-free number to call, an appraisal, etc. Anything in regards to the procurement of insurance, or protecting the assets of your club and its members, that you want to put that in one spot. Part of our program is we have a company called Belfor, the world's largest property restoration company. They come out and they actually do a site survey, and we want to make sure they do a familiarization survey, actually is what it's called. And they want to know about lockbox codes, keypads, if there's an alarm system, if there is a loss, where do you put the dumpster, etc. All that stuff, they work with your team. They set an appointment, they come out, and they work that system with you. And this is a huge value because there's a lot of pictures that they take populate the system as well. And they also confirm that where the water shutoffs, gas shutoffs, etc. is. So that's just to kind of give you an idea, a quick overview of some of the things to expect in the software. So now that we've had in phase one, and you can see all the information down here, if we need to add things, you can do that. Somebody at your facility usually kind of takes ownership of this and really moves forward. We're looking for the key information that a first and second responder will need. Okay? Summarize. Now, as part of phase two, what we do from there really isn't onus on you. It's what you have at your facility. We're looking for blueprints. So if you have blueprints, we data mine all that information and put it into the system. So this is a huge value from a first and second responder, from claims management, asset management. So this will take this is a separate call, another hour once we receive blueprints. And it can come from an actual physical paper blueprint. There's so much information on there that we can pull off. Your electrical plans, HVAC, mechanical, etc. All that information that's on the blueprints we can pull and put into the system. Also, as part of this process, you'll see it becomes really kind of an asset management software as well as a risk management best practices software. We want to put your escape routes in here in case there is an emergency. A lot of clubs are taking photos, and within the photo, this is just, again, a demo and example. You can add a photo of the locker room. You can put in here exactly, color schemes, paint schedules, take some photos or even a video of what furniture is in there. So very easy to upload. Again, down here at the bottom, you could add different icons as you wish. We train you and teach you how to do that. So for example, they're putting air conditioners in here and all the information about that air conditioner so that you can go back and pull information, great reporting. So if you wanted to know like how many Linux air conditioners you had, again, this is a great preventative maintenance software. If you wanted to remind yourself, if you wanted to upload any of the past maintenance records, very easy to do. And we teach you all of this as part of phase two, which is a separate call. So all the reports on here, you can create reports, you can request maintenance, you can upload documents to it. So many things that you can do, which is part of phase two. Add photos, etc. Your vendor can come in and upload all the maintenance records as well. Chemical storage, fire extinguishers, and then one of the things that we've seen that a lot of the clubs have been doing is using it, we call it an issue, as a lot of your staff walk around, they'll take a picture, they may see a leak in a corner, could be from the ice maker in the bar, it's submitted by the report date, and then what happens is they can actually use this to create a work order, which then documents that there was something that needs to get done. Once that work order is created, it comes up here, and then it shows up every day for your maintenance crew to make sure that they get it done. And when they get it done, you're now documenting that there was a little issue, it was completed, and now you have a paper trail, documentation trail. So again, a lot of things that you can do here. We start with the blueprints, we data mine it, get a lot of information, fire safety, life safety, asset management, best practices for risk management, where your AEDs are, training of your staff, etc. All in one place. Very customizable, and our staff here is to help you through this process. It looks like there's a lot of information here. I would say 90% is pulled off blueprints, which come from your architect or in paper format. PDFs, CAD. We can take it in any format. Taking it to the next level as part of the clubhouse, one of the things that we've seen from the golf course superintendent side, and this is more phase 3, is then we can do the same thing with your property, whether it's irrigation, the golf course, if you're a yacht club, you want to do your yacht basin, where boat slips are, etc., here in one spot. If you have an insurance appraisal, and if you're not doing that, I would definitely look into doing that, because that is, how do you know what your property should be insured for? If you have an insurance appraisal, we do have a partner that basically does the insurance appraisals for our clubs, and they provide all this information. So pictures of the interior of your club or the exterior, in this case the golf course. Down here we've got isolation valves, issues, satellites, sprinklers. If you want to know what these sprinklers are, the yellow dots, you can click on it. Install date, manufacturer's Toro spray head, pop-up, model number 765. So again, a great way, if there ever is a loss, it's a great way to go back and say, hey, look, adjuster, here everything is. Now I'm going to talk about the third part of this that really I think is one of the most valuable assets of having this system as a best practice at your facility. When you go back into your floor plan and you see here that you've got a picture of, let's say, the women's lounge. Let's say there was a loss, a fire in the women's lounge. What Belfour does is they actually come into the club, they have access to the system, they see photos before. They're taking photos of the loss. There's 250 square foot damage at $200 per square foot. They are uploading those pictures with dictation and notes to the adjuster. The adjuster sees it, and because of the relationship with Belfour and all the carriers, they instantaneously start work and mitigating to stop the loss and start reconstructing instantaneously. So that means you're getting your club back, your members are getting the club back a lot faster. There's not issues between the carrier and the restoration company, which is huge. The property downtime in this area is minimized to the least that it can possibly be. And what a great tool to be able to track it for you, your members, your staff, as well as the insurance company. So, in summary, this is the CMAA demo of the Club DNA program, and this is the software part of it. There's so much more to just the software, but it's a wonderful tool. It's a best practices tool for the insurance carriers, for you, for any key stakeholder at your facility, whether it's a board member, it's your management team, it's for the insurance committee, etc. Again, all your assets, you can use it as an asset management tool as well. You can start implementing all of your furniture, etc., all in one spot. So that is the value of CMAA's Club DNA program. If you have any questions, please feel free to give me a call here at CMAA. My name is Jeff Magoon. We have a staff here in the ClubSolutions and the Club DNA department, 703-739-9500.